Welcome back everyone for another Borderlands tip videos. In the last video I was talking about parts farming, or farming and not being picky about parts. Because if you stick to just having one stock, one accessory, one grip, you can be looking at 1 in 3,000 chances of getting your gun. If you open that up to 3 or 4 stocks, 2 grips, 3 accessories, now you have a decent chance to get what you're looking for. In this video, I'm going to talk about world drops. World drops are everything that are not red text, basically, with a few exceptions like the crack sash. But if you're just looking for a Snider, a Ravager, a quad, a transfusion grenade, a trickster comm, a banshee comm, an allegiance relic, all this good stuff in the game, where the hell do you get that? If I want a specific red text gun, let's say I want the Hornet, I can go kill Knuckle Drager. If I want a Pimpernel, I can go do that side quest. That stuff is all fairly easy to get and find because you know where to get it. But if you're looking for, like I said, a transfusion grenade or a certain trickster comm or a coach gun or a quad, where the hell do you go to get those? They don't have a source. You just go around killing things till you get one. That can be pretty ineffective. You don't know when they're going to drop, and if they do, will you get good parts or the right rarity or the right level? It's really a crapshoot. So that's what I'm going to cover in this game, the different ways to go about finding those. So the first option, and this isn't really the best one, but I'm here. The golden chest, which I am out of keys for. The golden chest always drops guns at your level. And it always drops purple or higher outside of, I believe, relics can be blue. I don't think there's anything else. So if you've got, 50, 100 keys sitting on your profile, go ahead and open the hell out of that thing. It's a good way to get what you're looking for. But if you don't have those keys, you have to go elsewhere. And if you only have 5 or 10 keys, your chances of getting what you're looking for are extremely low. So, next best is the snowman. Skip the fight here because I didn't want to make you guys sit through a bunch of fights when I do this video. Try to keep it from being entirely too long, which I usually fail on. So, you see here, I got a melee shield, an annoying snowman annoying me. But just alone from killing him, you see, hey, I got an Allegiance Relic there, a purple one. I got a blue Allegiance Relic, blue Ravager, melee shield. So even just his loot pool, he drops some decent rarities. A cooldown relic there. That was actually a pretty good run. But then, more importantly, you have the train. So he's not that hard to kill. And then you have this massive train source. Now I can stop and kind of hit these up if I want, but I'm less concerned about those. I'm playing so much Borderlands 1, it's a little bit weird being in Borderlands 2 right now. So you have this train, and why this train is so awesome is you have guaranteed kind of everything. Because each slot is always a weapon type. So up here you have guaranteed rocket launchers. So my chances of getting a Topnia is pretty cool. But I did get not a Topnia, but I did get an E-Tech launcher there. That's cool. You have guaranteed class mods. So my chances of getting fucking A right there. Blurred Trickster. That's awesome. Let me actually compare that. Look at that. Almost perfect Blurred Trickster. It's so close that 1% doesn't matter. A Breakneck Banshee, although it's green. Water, which is kind of cool. Hey, there we go. An Unyielding Banshee. That's perfect for immolate abuse. It's a +6. So right here, you're already seeing how good this is. Now, it's RNG. You're not always going to get it this good. But you can. TDR Shields, that's kind of a shitty one. But you have grenades here. Look at that, transfusion. Not the best parts, but it's in there. Some SMGs. some pistols, some snipers, relics. You're gonna get a little bit of everything in here, and that just really helps your chances of getting something good. It's an alright stockpile there too. So yeah, this is pretty much the best way to farm for world drops, because any other way, if you were farming for a relic, there's not a whole lot of guaranteed ways to get relics. But here you see there's 4 relics here, and he dropped 2. If you're going for class mods, there's a lot of class mods in this thing. I have 4, 5, 6, at least 6, 7, 8 class mods. Yeah, 8 class mods, 4 relics, 6 shields, 2 launchers, some snipers. Now, like, the snipers can, I think, be assault rifles, and I think the pistols and SMGs can kind of switch. But in general, you're getting a lot of everything in there. So your chances... Wait, there's a legendary somewhere. What the hell is legendary in there? Oh, Axton's legendary comm. Look at that. Legendary soldier comm. So it's also a good place, like I said, not only regular class mods, but the vanilla legendary comms, because those don't really have a loot source. So definitely one of the best places for world drop farming. Next is loot midgets. Now, there are a few different maps to do loot midgets. Loot midgets can obviously get you your bones, relics, but they're also a pretty good source for just kind of random world drop legendaries and maybe some other gear. So the one I'm doing right now is 1000 Cuts. I like this run because if you leave the quest open for... My quest log is such a mess on this save. I think it's Rocco's... Here we go. Rocco's Modern Strife. And as long as you don't do this mission and don't talk to Rocco, there are never any enemies until you get up into the bunker area. And that's really sweet. So you can just run around here without having to fight anything. Now, this area doesn't have the best loot midget chances, but I've had runs with 0, but I've also had runs with like 5. So you never know. But there's also a good amount of chests and lootables in this area where you can get some other stuff. I'll run down to one of them now. Actually, I'll just run straight over there, see if I get any up there in that little chest room. But there are... Well, the best one is probably your wildlife preserve, where you've got those 4 boxes. You're gonna guaranteed 4 loot midgets, and that's definitely a good place to go for them. The next would be Sawtooth Cauldron. Now, Sawtooth Cauldron is kind of an interesting farming for them, because you can you have to clear the map, which can be difficult for some people, especially on OP8. But once you clear the map, you open all the lootables, and then you run back up to the top. Don't save quit. Run back to the top. Should have opened those. Exit out of the... Not exit out of the game, but go to another map, and then go right back there. And by doing that, you reset all the boxes. So what they do is when you close and come back in, they kind of close and open again. And then if there's any loot midgets, the loot midgets pop out right as you enter the map and just start walking around. So by doing that, you can just keep running it, and as enemies pop up and start the respawn cycle, you just kill them and you can run through. So it doesn't have probably as good of a rate as wildlife, but there's just so many damn boxes that you get a pretty good chance at it. And then you can just keep doing that, rinse and repeat, for a pretty good chance at it. And like I said, loot midgets are a great source of world drops. Definitely their relics. So you get a little bit of dedicated. And I'm going to actually just see if I can get any luck here trying that. Without warping there. But, you know, loot midgets are great. The wildlife, actually, obviously is the most popular one because you get those 4 guaranteed boxes, but you can get other boxes. Now, there are other maps with loot midgets, but these are my favorite 3 to do. 1,000 Cuts I've done a lot of times. I got sick of running the web for loot midgets, so I just ran it and ran it and ran it and ran it, and kind of lost my mind doing that. So, kind of try to stay away from there now because I just can't handle it. See, these boxes are all open. So as you warp out and in, they should close and reopen. But I don't know if that only works for brown boxes or everything. I'm not entirely positive on that, to be honest. So I don't know if I'll get any luck here trying this like that. But why the hell not? Just occurred to me that that might work. But as I was running around here the first time, I didn't start recording until I hit a midget. This was cool because I opened this and I had 3 blue class mods. So that's just an example of how things can, just work out while you're farming the midgets and you just hit those other areas. There's always a chance of getting something cool. And this one, you also have a chest up here, or up there, to be exact, that you can farm that red chest. You have a chest down there, which I didn't bother going to. You saw me check the chest up there, and then also, obviously, the chest in this area over here. So you can do a nice run through here pretty quickly, pretty casually, and farm for a lot of midgets. I don't think the trick works here, because I think that's only the brown boxes, and this map doesn't really have those. It just has lockers and ammo crates. You also can get one-armed bandits sometimes pop out of this door and another one at the beginning of the map, and don't know if they're also loot Goliaths. But yeah, damn good way for farming. As you can see, lots of stuff. But in this one, you would not just keep running like this. You are better off save quitting. I kind of did this just to see if anything pops up, but more so just kind of show you the route. So then, after I run through here, before I go there, then I would run up here, and I guess I'll go get that chest. So there is one more red chest. Maybe something cool will come out of there. And maybe I'll fall down trying to get to it like an idiot. But you guys are probably all aware of this. You can actually grenade jump up there as well, which is a little easier than doing this. Or a little quicker. I don't know if easier is the right word. Don't veer, don't veer. Yeah, you can grenade jump from just down there. So if I fail this jump, I can grenade jump up there. But I didn't. I made it like a champ. Hey, if it wasn't a green snider, that'd be pretty sweet. Actually, even that, if you're just looking for a slag weapon, that's a good find right there. Almost a 70% chance to slag. And, I'm just going to equip that. Just to show you something kind of cool. Because I have flicker and such. Now, see that percent chance to slag? 100% chance. So if I'm farming for good weapons, I just found a really good slag weapon here. It's not a purple sniper, but it's 100% slag chance. And because it has splash damage, it actually has 2 chances to slag the enemy. So, this is just another example of a good find. Mixed runs. That's what I kind of call these. I don't know if there's a real name. But there's 2 maps here that are primarily best for these. And I go with both the Dust and Frostburn Canyon. The reason why I do these is there's so many different things you can farm here. So right there I was checking for tubbies. And that's not really just, generic, but these fit into this category because there's so much different farming. So in this map, I can farm for tubbies. I can farm for loot midgets up in the Eagle's or Crow's Nest. I forget which one it's actually called. I should know because I do this all the time. I can farm for the Gwen's Head, which is in a locker somewhere in this map. There's 5 spots for it. I can farm for the Nukem from the Black Queen. I can farm for the Hammerbuster from McNally. I can farm chests for just world drops. I can farm the Slega or Maggie from Mick or Tector. I think I'm missing one. So on this map, I've got the Hammerbuster, the Nukem, the Varuk and Liuda from Mobingetl. So when you start putting all that together, that's a lot of different drops and drop sources I can get. And what I like about this, it's less mind-numbing than your dedicated red text drops. If you're just, let's say, farming one boss over and over again, it can be mind-numbing. But I enjoy these runs because I can farm multiple enemies. And kind of like use record shopping to me. I don't know if you guys are young enough to do that or even use CD shopping. Kind of remember to know what I'm talking about there. But back in the days when you went to stores to buy music, as Grandpa Derch says here, sometimes instead of saying, oh, I want to go buy this album, I'm going to the store to buy this album, you go to like a used music shop, and this could use CDs, use records, whatever, and you just start at A and you start thumbing through until you get to Z and see what you find. You're just looking for those gems. And that's part of the reason why I enjoy these runs so much with the Dust and Frostburn, is I can just kind of casually stroll through these maps, have some fun, do some combat, and just see what I get. Instead of just going to kill that same boss 100 times until I get what I want, I can just kind of go in blind and just see if I get anything. I just want to find something cool. That's the goal. Whether it's something cool out of a red chest, whether it's something cool from a tubby, whether it's just something, I'm happy. And if I don't find anything, oh well, I just had fun playing a fun game and killing things in a fun game. That's good enough for me. So that's why I like these runs. Now, Frostburn, you get, let's see if I can go through in the order. You can get the guaranteed Lascal, which is pretty dope. And just a solid gun, especially when you're leveling up, just go get that gun. If you're struggling, you can just go warp in and out of that map a bunch of times and all of a sudden get, have 10 of them piled up in the pool, and you're going to get 1 or 2 with good parts. And it's a good gun, so it's not like parts are that picky. But then you can farm Scorch for the Hellfire, which is a damn good gun. You can farm for the Neo with a Spyco. Get over here into my slag. Oh, did I pull you past my slag? No. You can farm God, what the hell is his name? Incinerator Clayton for the Pyrophobia, I think? I always forget his drop because I never actually go fight him. So yeah, here, Black Queen. Did she drop anything? Hey, there we go. See, I got something cool. I don't even want the Nukem, but I got something cool. In this area, I'm just going to keep killing these guys because you can drop tubbies. But I'm not going to do this whole run because you guys get the point of this. But that's... Actually, I'll keep going for a bit because this is kind of the end of this video. I'm going to kind of look around and hope tubby spawns in this area. But yeah, this is world drop farming. You have... Oh, did I finish Frostburn? I get distracted sometimes. Sorry, guys. But Frostburn Canyon, you can get loot midgets there. You can get tubbies there. You've got the Hellfire, the Neo, the Lascal, I think the Pyrophobia. loot midgets, tubbies, and also a lot of chests. So just, you know, generic gear. I might be missing one thing there. I feel like I'm missing one thing from that map for some reason. But that's a lot in one map that you can farm. So these two are great, and you know, sometimes even if I have all my gear like I do in this character, I just like to farm to farm. I guess there's one more you could do, and that's raid bosses. Pyro Pete, probably the best. But my hatred for and boredom of fighting Pyro Pete means I'm not going to do that in a video here. I've done it before. Pyro Pete's such a dull bore. But he's an easy-ass kill. Most people, all you need is Shock Sandhawk and a bee, and you can kill him. Shock Bone speeds it up. But he's an easy kill, and he just drops a lot of loot. So that makes him a good farm. The dragons drop more, but they're a lot harder to kill. So if you can kill the dragons, that's a better source than Pete, I would say. But if you struggle with the dragons, which is understandable, because soloing the dragons in OP8 without like a broken setup is a bitch. You know, I mean, if you have like a Deputy Sal build, yeah, he's pretty freaking easy. But if you don't have something like that, like, it's pretty hard to kill the dragons with Maya solo. Like, people have done it, obviously, but it's not easy. So, that would, you know, Pete or the dragons would be probably the best two sources there. Some people will say you can do some chest runs or some easy chest runs, but I just don't find those as effective. You have the, drawing a blank again on the name, Tundra Express. There's that dev chest right underneath. Kind of when you first go on the map, you go to the left and drop down below the Varkids. But just to run there for one chest, save, quit, run there for one chest, I find that really boring. And if you're in a console and you have long load times, that's pretty unbearable. The Dragons chest runs I consider to be glitching, and I don't like, or not the Dragons, Leviathan. I don't really like that, or like to condone or support glitch runs. There's always a car here. This is weird. There he is. But, I guess the one decent chest room would be Digi Peak. And not just the chest room, but the whole run of Digi Peak. So if you can solo the Peak, or you've got some friends to run it with, that's a pretty good way to do it. Because the Peak has 7 red chests? No, more than that. So you have 4 while you run it. And then you have that room with 3, so that's 7, and then 2 at the end, so 9. You get 9, there he is. 9 Digi chests, and they have really good drop rates, but beyond that, you have Saturn and Scorch and blah blah blah. All those good enemies to go. So that is another really good farming run, basically. I'm going to go, since I've gone this far, I'm not going to go up to the Eagle's Nest, but I will go kill McNally, see if I can get a Hammer Buster. Because why not? I'm here. And I kept talking, even though I said I was going to end the video a minute ago. Are you sure about that, McNally? So, no Hammer Buster, he was stingy. But that is farming for world drops. There are a bunch of ways to do it. Like I said, in recap, Golden Chest is the easiest if you've got a buttload of keys. The Snowman's probably your best route. After that, you've got your loot midgets. And then you've got your mixed runs like these. And the wildlife, you can get tubbies as well. So I can throw that in as a mixed run as well. Or a dedicated tubby loot midget run. Some people do it different ways. And there are a few legendary drops in that map as well. With Timon and Pumbaa and Blood Wings replacement, who shall we name Nameless, because that fight is stupid and the drops are dumb. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and in the next one I'm gonna go over effective boss runs and how to farm for specific legendaries. So until then, I will see you guys later. Actually, I'm gonna kill this guy because fuck this guy. I keep saying bye and then I keep killing things. I should just leave, so I am leaving now. You guys have a good day. Bye.